Oh, we'll attack, I guess. Hello, good game. Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for helping support the channel. Demolish that thumbs up with a 7 CMC right now, if you don't mind. Today, we'll be playing Quandrix Elves. That's a green and blue color combination tribal creature elf. So there's lots of creatures here, and, you know, the new additions within Strixhaven are absolutely insane. They really turned this deck on. And it was previously a nice deck, the Llanowar Elves, but they've gone to school now and, you know, for the better of all, which is quite nice. In today's video, we're going to break down the deck list, right? We're not just going to tell you what the deck is. We're going to show you all of the cards, talk about them individually. What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? And how do they come together to form a coherent archetype? Moving into our gameplay footage, discussing all of our playlines, interactions, trying to sniff out any misplays and always improve both myself and demonstrate to you guys how the deck will function in the Mythic meta, wrapping up with my final thoughts and deck review. Again, you know, I absolutely cherish each and every one of you for helping support the channel. You can find links to everything that I have to offer within the Linktree link. Google it, or it's in the description below. Let's get into the deck. All right, Quandrix Elves. You know, it is a euphoric deck, quite literally. 60 cards, best of one, 2.5 average with 8 non-creatures and 32 creatures, right? It is an elf tribal, so we're gonna have a lot of elf creatures here. We have a 90% green with a 35% blue. You know, lots of dual cards in the deck. 20 lands to support the lighter curve, and we have MDFCs just in case, plus mana ramp. So I know you guys just want to get right to it. Why is the deck so great? Well, double major for 2 mana at instant speed. Copy target creature spell you control, except it isn't legendary if it is legendary. And what do we copy that with? Well, Elvish Warmaster, another 2 CMC. So you're able to copy your Warmaster for 4 mana. It's so good, right? And that's just the first thing that we can do in the deck. If you're unfamiliar with the Warmaster, it's a 2/2, and whenever one or more other elves enter the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 elf warrior creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn. We can pay 7 to give elves we control +2/+2 and death touch until the end of turn. You know, comboing the Elvish Warmaster now with the Wildborn Preserver, because it only triggers once each turn, so we can use the Wildborn Preservers on our opponent's turn because it has Flash and Reach, which is nice as well. It's a 2/2, and whenever another non-human creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay X. When you do, put X +1/+1 counters on Wildborn Preserver, so you can get a massive Reach creature going on, which is great. Again, casting it on your opponent's turn on top of your Elvish Warmasters to have them trigger on your turn with your regular elves, and then again, to reiterate, on your opponent's turn with the Preserver. Just so you guys, you know exactly what I mean. Maya's in the studio today, making a racket, doing her laps as always. Moving forward, we also have the Canopy Tactician, a 3/3 for 4 other elves you control get +1/+1. You know, if you have 6 mana, this is a great target for double major. Our final target for double major will be Glasspool Mimic for 3 mana. You may have it enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature you control, except it's a shapeshifter rogue in addition to its other types. So Mimic can trigger the Warmaster or target it. It can target the Tactician, and, you know, just the value there alone is enough to win games, right? Double vision on the Warmaster, on the Mimic, on the Tactician. You know, it's almost too much. You can say, well, you know, how are we going to get 6 mana to double major? Well, we've got Jaspera Sentinel, which is pretty cool. A 1/2 with reach. We can tap it to tap another creature we control. So tapping 2 creatures to add 1 mana of any color. And, you know, turn 1, Sentinel. Turn 2, Warmaster. And then also on turn 1, you can either play another Sentinel, which is insane. That's a good play line. Or a Wildwood Tracker, and that will trigger the Warmaster, giving you another 1/1 elf. So on turn 2, you've got 4 elves in play, which is pretty cool, right? And then you'll have the mana to Tactician. You know, those 4 elves are going to be 2/2s now. The one's going to be a 3/3. So you can get quite a bit of damage in quite quickly. We have Realmwalker in the deck as well. 4 copies of this, a 2/3 changeling. As it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. and you may look at cards from the top of your library at any time, casting cards, creature cards of the chosen type from the top of our library, which is quite nice. So we're choosing Elves, and then we no longer rely on our hand. We can start playing from the top of our library, gaining a form of virtual card advantage this way, which is quite groovy. Of course, we fill in the gaps with things like the Llanowar Visionary, a 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card, and then you can tap it to add a green mana to our pool, kind of helping us solve the puzzle like Jaspera Sentinel. We can also tap the Tactician to add 3 mana while we're on the topic of adding mana, for our plays. And we can sink some of that mana into stuff like Wildborn Preserver, right? I know it seems like maybe you're making too much mana, but don't worry, you can utilize it all, which is really cool. So I know we already talked about that. We have a little bit of protection and removal. I guess you could call it disruption within Decisive Denial for 2 mana, instant speed. Choose one. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. Counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 3. So this is great to counter the cleave or counter removal. And it's also good once you have your elves strong enough, your Wildborn Preserver is an 8/8, then you can start picking off your opponent's creatures quite easily, which is nice. 2 copies of the Masked Vandal, a changeling, 1/3. So, of course, all the shapeshifters are also elves, keep in mind. Whenever Masked Vandal enters the battlefield, you may exile a creature card from your graveyard. If you do, exile target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. This is quite groovy. I think I talked about the tracker a little bit. It's mostly here for the Sentinel on top of the Warmaster. It's a 1/1, and whenever Wildwood Tracker attacks 4 blocks, if you control another non-human creature, Wildwood Tracker gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. Again, just allowing us to make an elf token right away, which is neat. And again, if you're top decking things, that's a good top deck as well, to play on top of your Warmaster with the Realmwalker, right? When you're playing off the top of your library. I believe that is the entire deck. We've talked about everything now, except, I suppose, the Moritte of Frost. 0/0 changeling. When it enters the battlefield, you may have it become a copy of target permanent you control, except it is a legendary and snow in addition to its other types. If it's a creature, it enters with an additional 2 +1/+1 counters on it, and again is a changeling. So, whether you're copying your Tactician or your Warmaster, the Moritte of Frost is sure to help out as well. 4 pathways and the additional 16 lands there. LOL. So 20 basic lands, I believe. Yeah, and then the 4 Glasspool Mimics, and we have again ramp through the Sentinel, through the Visionary, and through the Tactician to get us going. Objective of the deck is to go really wide with tokens and then use the Warmaster ability, giving them all +2/+2 death touch, and then you just pile in on your opponent. We've got some great gameplay for you guys today to demonstrate this. I hope you enjoy. If you haven't done it already, make sure to like the video now with your time to help support the channel. And you can also view the link tree, whether it's for the Magic the Gathering Arena Assistant download, which is there. You can help support the channel by downloading this from me. You can also maybe check out some sick swag, which we're always wearing from Into the AM. And, we are also, selling computer chairs if you want. If you're not looking for any products, just support monthly on Patreon, something like this. It does truly go a long ways, and it funds so much for the channel. I just gave away Scalding Tarns. We're giving away a complete rare playset to D&D to someone, so subscribe to the channel, tell your friends so they can get in on that. It's quite a bit, but again, it's thanks to all of you that I can do that, and I really am so grateful. I had to work yesterday at a real job. I volunteered a day at my friend's glass shop. Oh, can I go back to my computer chair and keyboard now? Oh, bless you all. Have an amazing day. One might say a magical day. Don't forget to watch to the end, and we'll wrap up the deck with my final thoughts and review. Okay, our opponent plays first. I have higher hopes. A fellow percentage player. Then the meme is strong within this one. So we can preserve main phase into a Sentinel. Or, better yet, a Warmaster, love it, into a Sentinel. Tap the Warmaster. Yes. Okay. I can get behind that. Next turn we have Tactician if we want. Bastion is annoying. I think we Realmwalker, select Elves, right? Make the token, and then on our opponent's turn, right? Because this Warmaster only triggers once a turn. On our opponent's turn, we make another token. Yes, 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 yes. Casting Elves from the top of our library. There's a land there, so kind of lame, but maybe there's something cool underneath of it. Oh, no way. That is good. That is good. Okay, so Wildborn Preserver in play. Doesn't matter what we tap. We have to decline this. There's no mana. Our turn. Land in play. We have no creatures in grave to get rid of this enchantment. So that may be something we want to look at here. Or we leave it and we'll just get it later. Right? I'll draw it in my hand and we'll get it later. We can decline this. I guess we take action because that will kill the moth, right? And we can tap these tokens. We can tap the Tactician because we don't want to block with that. That's good. And now we've got a 5/5 with reach, right? That's great. And no attacks. Wowzers. I don't think they're playing anything, you know, fancy like a Croxa because there's a in Dathatrium in play. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Abzan there. There's some manners away from that, but we'll be okay. You know, I'm all for losing a creature in battle so we can X out with the Vandal. And we have lots of reach. You know, there's 3 creatures with reach. At a certain point, we'll just pile on so much, I think, that they can't handle it. Great match to showcase the deck, unlike the first. Yeah, I mean, you know, competing with the meta decks it's hard, right? Just give everybody +2. We'd have to tap the Tactician. Why not? They'll kill this for sure, but I mean, it's gonna kill something of theirs too. Let's just go for it. I think that's probably maybe even lethal, but I don't do math. There's a reason I play video games for a living. Oh my gosh, this guy. It depends on how they block, right? So if they block all of the bigger creatures, then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, they're not even doing that. Awkward. They don't want to lose the moth is the thing, I think. And I guess the math works out. LOL. We have Arena Assistant to help us out with that. -5. Elf Ball in the house. We didn't even need to exile Bastion. I love it. Going first is cool. 1-drop's not bad. I may just want to play it on top of the Warmaster, though. I don't know. Probably. Especially if we get that 3rd land, right? We can play the Warmaster. But if we had an island, I may want to hold off on the Warmasters for a double major. It's too much of a good thing. Let's just try it. So we'll play the tracker, right? It's not great. It's not that good, but it's better for us to hold off and double major our next Warmaster. I like that. They're going to really appreciate this too. Woof. I've got some creatures. Now we just need a Tactician. And we've got a Mimic. If we draw an island, we can Mimic and Major our Mimic. Shore Shark's annoying. If they bounce a Warmaster, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die if they bounce a Warmaster. They should bounce the token one, but shh, don't tell them. They get them. They get the token. You jerk! You jerk! We need the land, even though this doesn't trigger the elves. We need the land for the Warmaster's ability, right? We need to get to 7. We have 4, 5. We need more. We need more land! Well, the denial's not bad, I guess. I don't know. Less than ideal. They're getting blockers, which is fine. All of our fights are irrelevant. Oh, we should have double majored Sentinel. And then we would have had the mana. You can double major Sentinel too, you guys, if you're shy on land. Just do it, because getting held up is worse than anything. We would have already won. We would have already won. Alright, we need one more land. At least we have Denial, but I feel like they're all just creatures. Like, it's all creatures. I am glad that it's not a meta deck. Flyers suck. That's okay. Triggers are Warmasters. Not all that bad. No, oh, it gets countered though. Oh, no you don't! Decisive Denial is such a valuable card. They have to pay 3, they only have 2. Ah. You dog! You dirty dog! Wow. An Essence Scatter and then a Negate. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Down to 12. Right, because we need to tap one. So we'll keep a Warmaster back. And hopefully they've got nothing. Clearing that shark off the field is groovy. We tap for the extra land there. Woo! And now we pray there's not another shark. Right? They shore shark on their first shore shark. They bounce 2 things. I start crying. It's an unsummon. Okay. So the shark survives. And then they bounce the token with a dismissal. And then they bounce something else. But the elves are still enough, right? I didn't even think that it was Mythic there. Woof. Mythic. You heard it here first. Going first. Cool beans. We need another 1-drop, right? If we get it, it's gonna be awesome. And really, we just need like a ton more land. Not a ton, I should watch my words, but we need a few more land pulls, alright? You have to be really careful with Arena. It listens closely. You know what I mean? Oh no. Let's attack. See if we get stomped on. I don't think that's a good counter, but it does keep our Sentinel up. And that allows us to potentially double drop. You know, it's better to counter a Bone Crusher, but... Don't you stomp my Warmaster. Don't you do it. Oh, no. We should have left. Well, no, then the Sentinel would have died. We wouldn't have had the mana to protect it. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Maybe we can just go wide. Take them to Elf Town, right? Oh my god. Stop it. Yeah, we have to block that. We can double major this. I think it's still worth it. Some nice flash blockers they don't expect. I just want to use my spells offensively. They can take their time, I don't mind. I get it. Sometimes the game's hard. I can't even do basic addition. I understand. Make sure to check out our links in the description below. Linktree will take you all over town. Really? I still want to kill Thorbrand, I think. You know what I mean? I'm not entirely sure if that's the right decision, but... I think that's an oops. Maybe we just get hit with the Faceless Haven, and then they Rimrock after that. Doesn't feel good. Mono, it's a hard matchup, Mono Red. And another Thorbrand, right? They just get the drops, man. They just get the drops. Cry. Mono Red doing Mono Red stuff. Remember that time they used Stomp on our War Leader? Or Master. We really should protect him more, probably. It's a good hit. It's a chunk. We had 2 kills, though. Charger. Wow. Ouch. Woohoo! A Sentinel. That'll be good for nothing. No attacks. We could keep it in hand, try to top deck a Warmaster, but unlikely. I guess it's some damage. We lose all 3 of our creatures. Right, they'll kill the Vandal here, I'm sure. Yikes. Big money, big money, big money, big money. Warmaster. Tactician. Not the worst. If we could Warmaster off the top, that would be good. You jerk. You jerk. Okay, so there goes that plan. It just goes to show you how good mono red is. We do get it, but it's like a little late. A little late. And watch them stomp it again. Don't do this to me. Down to 1. We have the tokens and stuff. I just don't know how we'll do this. A haste creature, that is terrific. And it kills almost everything. This is good though, right? We get the kill there. Oh, shit. We have to double block because Castle Embereth. Which is unfortunate for us. Maybe we can get a 2-drop off the top. No. And they've got enough mana to dance around a cleave, right? 8. Okay, annoying, but we're still in it. We can copy the Warmaster next turn. They just need direct damage on us. That's all they need. We do have Denial as well. Just 1 chump blocker here. First strike takes care of it. This is irrelevant. Does the fight, like, Like, I don't think the first strikes takes that into account, does it? Can we fight the champion? That's the question. So this is good. We double token. No attacks, end turn. Stomp wins on the game and stuff. So we're still basically just screwed. Annex is redonkulous. No attacks. Wow. More land. Yikes. Double Warmasters. No attacks, end turn. Let's just, again, pray that they don't have anything. Another land. Wow, we're getting so lucky. Okay. Torbrand's dead, right? Well, this can just straight up be the 3/4. Yes. Oh, that does suck. Because it will now hit for 4 and first strike our Realmwalker. Totes, my bad. Even if we fought Annex first, and then there wouldn't have been as many tokens made. But if Torbrand's dead, we might have, like, nearly lethal here. Tactician or Warmaster? Really hard to say. We're spazzing out. We're doing it. If they don't get it this turn. If they do not get it this turn, we're going to do the do. We have plenty of blockers. 4 attackers go in. Down to 6. We probably should have copied the Tactician and done our math instead of the Warmaster. Might have had lethal. I think we get it. Hey, Maya. Woo! Perseverance. Perseverance. Wow. I can't even. I cannot even. Wow. Whoa. Wow. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. Oh, we'll attack, I guess. I guess. That is incredible. 1 HPs, we risked it, you know, taking that last attack. And we got rewarded. It paid off. You know, we put pretty wide there in one of those turns. Wow. I have no words. Let's break down the deck. Alright, you guys ready to make some magic happen? I know I am. Land doesn't look good. I mean, we do have a Warmaster. We can pick a blue up off the top. We'll be luckier. Mono red, doing mono red things though. Why do you treat me as such? It survives Stomp, it blocks the champion. I think it's our go-to here. Right, even if they double attack. They have a Rimrock Knight as well? No way! Rimrock Knight, really. I had to call the bluff, because that is like a full combo. Wow. Woof. Woof! That is something else. I mean, against any other deck, this would be a great hand. But they're just so fast. Watch them play Annex too, and then next turn Cleave. You don't get to rank 400 with nothing! Aw, Frostbite. That actually does interfere with us quite a bit. Now we need to land off the top if we're going to be cool. Right? Oh, that's not cool. Hey! Hey! There it is. I'm like Fonzie. Hey! Never mind. Let's move on. Bone Crusher. Wow. Okay, so there's no cleave here. I guess. That's for next turn. And we don't need to land off the top, but we'll pull it now anyways. Alright. Oh yeah, another Rimrock Knight. Why not? Why not? Oh yeah? Well, here's my deck. Wah, wah, wah. Right? Sagetown. You guys ready for the cleave? I know I am. They put both champions on one Rimrock and then cleave the heck out of it. No, just more removal. This is mono red doing mono red things. Good game. River below. It's a good start, right? It seems like in every video, the first match I play is against mono red and we just get tore up. But don't worry. We're going to showcase the deck. Don't worry. We're going to do it. We're going to do the do. Whoa. Deck actually worked. Didn't mind it. I love it. I think a definite upgrade from the Littjara Elves because there's no 5 CMC enchantment that we never get to. We're really just focusing now on the creatures going super wide, and it paid off, I think. Double major in an elf deck on Warmaster. Wow. And like if you're ramping with the Sentinel, right? Like you could do that on turn 3. So like turn 2 you have Warmaster out. Turn 3 you can play 2 more Warmasters. Oh my gosh. Can't even. You know what I mean? That's absolutely insane. I like the deck. You know, maybe it's not top meta because, you know, eventually you're going to run into Extinction Event and Shadow's Verdict and, you know, it sucks. But I think it's quick enough. And it's got blue. We have blue. We have Decisive Denial to counter those weird wipes that do show up. And we even have the option to lace in more negates if we want. So maybe it is, right? Because, you know, I've actually been loving decks that have a little counter magic to save us from the extinction events, you know, from the verdicts, stuff like this. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. You know, I know it's a big benefit to both myself and the community as a whole when everybody's sharing their opinions and thoughts, just because it's impossible to think of everything, right? So I'm really grateful for everybody spending the energy on the channel, liking the videos, watching the videos, you know, engaging within the Discord, stuff like this. You are all truly magical beings, and I wish you the best. Have a great day. Of course, watch more videos, and we'll see you soon in the next